Dear seekers in the divine, today the topic is seeing through the eye of eternity. The eye of eternity is the eye that is ever existent, is ever real, because the standpoint of eternity is the self, the ever existent, ever real self, pure awareness, absolute consciousness. When the seeing is done as it is being done even right now, that is all that is happening. The seeing, the actions are all happening as consciousness. It is like the screen upon which images are playing. The screen is not different from the images. In the same manner, the changeless, which is the eternal, ever-existent reality, pure consciousness, is not different from the objects and manifestation itself, which is the changing. The changing and changeless are the same, as in the analogy of the screen and the images on the screen. From this standpoint, one realizes, although intellectually, that when one considers oneself as that individual image upon that screen, essentially that screen is similar to the actor in a play. The actor in the play on stage is enacting the role of a particular character. But that character is not that person, because he is beyond that role or that character which he is currently playing, or he or she is currently playing. For example, when a character, the role is being played and the character is full of sorrow, and after the role is over, the person comes away from the play and says, "Oh, I'm still in sorrow because I have identified myself so fully with that role." If that is the case, then one is falsely identifying with a character which is non-existent. It is only existent as far as that role, that play is concerned. In true reality, the person is beyond sorrow. He is not in sorrow. It was only during the role, then when that role of the character was being played, that one was enacting the role of a sorrowful person. Similarly, we as individuals, as body-mind images on the screen of reality, are only actors in the play of totality, in the play of eternity. Seeing at the moment is happening as it were through these physical eyes. That is believed so because the individual considers that I am doing the seeing. But in reality, seeing is done through that eternal self, through the eye of eternity, not through the I, the little I, the ego I, but through the I, the pure I of eternity. Not through these physical eyes, they are only a conduit, they are only tools to allow seeing to happen, but the eye of eternity. It's when that film covering, the sheath that covers this ignorance is removed, that I am doing the seeing, I as an individual, ego mind is doing the seeing. When that ignorance is removed, the seeing will be will it is always being done through that eternal self. The seeing, the doing, the actions are all being done, but the individual only arrogates itself with the notion that I am doing it. When the actions are anyway happening as part of that eternity, and functioning is happening, as it were, through that eye of eternity, what is there to worry? Everything is happening as it is meant to happen. Be that as it may, if the consideration is given that every action and every bit of work that is being done by this individual is even done with that kept in mind, 100% will be given towards that particular action. 100% effort will be put in to make every action a perfect action. Perfection doesn't mean getting it right or wrong, or getting it successful or unsuccessful. The result doesn't matter. The action has to be absolutely perfect. When it is done with that in mind, that I am not doing it, but all actions are happening through the eye of eternity. That is the crux, the truth, and the only and only truth. Keeping that in mind, transcend the mind. Use that as a tool to transcend into that totality of consciousness, because all the pent up emotions, the ego, etc., the baggage drops away in one instant. And truth is revealed because one is being aware of that awareness, that pure consciousness, and then actions flow without any hindrance, without any notional hindrance of the ego. Use this little technique to try and establish truth, because truth is always there, ever existent. One has to only remove what one notionally considers as not that I am doing this, because you are that pure consciousness. Eternity, The eye of eternity is seeing, doing the seeing even now as we speak. Why worry? That is seeing through the eye of eternity. Seeing is happening even now through the eye of eternity. Thank you. Oh.